Varsity. We have Coach Tina Matera, Eleanor Helm, Claire Casey, Hannah Bacard, and Gabby Sousa here for questions. I'm going to open the floor for the national champion.
Coach, unbelievable. Second national championship in program history. What do you feel?
Oh my God, I'm like shocked. I mean, I knew we have just progressively gotten better and better. I mean, we started off the season, we were 3-2 at the start of season, like I didn't know where we were going to go. And the girls just kept working hard and they were really supportive of each other. And I think we just improved so much over the year. I mean, it's the smallest roster we've had since pre-COVID. And so I was like nervous about that during preseason. I'm like, oh, we need more players. And we really didn't. And I think it made us even more cohesive as a group.
Hannah, you get the game-winning goal early in overtime, your 17th goal of the season, most at Tufts since 2010. The biggest goal, I'm sure, of your career. Tell us about it.
um, it's been a pleasure playing with this group of girls, and I couldn't think of a better way to go out, honestly.
And, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe the assist by Camille was the first point of your career. Literally
Yeah.
the first point of her career. She's so underrated, great defensive player. For her to have a moment like that,
Yeah.
can someone speak to how cool that was?
I mean, I think she's just such a strong player. She's been like throughout her time here. She's always so strong on the ball, and I agree. She's so underrated, and she's really helped our team this year and really stepped up in a starting role. And that I'm just so happy for her that she got to go out like that.
Yeah, that's
We were upset when Eleanor wasn't the rookie of the year in NESCAC. She obviously makes a difference today with the first goal. Can somebody speak in front of her telling us what she brings to the team?
She brings she brings so much to the team. I mean, she's gritty. She's the person who's like always chasing for bigger and better. And I knew she was gonna get that goal.
Even coming in as a freshman, she's been a leader on the team since she walked on the field. She's
Yeah.
passionate about sport, and above all, she's an athlete. She knows how to play and when to play in big moments.
And yeah, I think our Trinity game, she really stood out to me. We were down a goal, and she was like, "Guys, like this is not happening. We're gonna score right now, and we're gonna win this game." And I was like,
Yes, we are.
Eleanor, you had a lot of opportunities there in the first quarter. You score on that sort of patented shot of yours. Can you tell us more about the shot and the goal?
yeah. I think it came a lot from my other forwards that I was working with. Hannah and Reagan both recognized that we were all being man marked, and to create space in the circle that just meant pulling their girl away. So honestly, they gave me the time to get the shot off, and to be able to get three like good looks at goal right in a row was I was really lucky to have other forwards to work with like that who could read the play so well.
Claire and Gabby, great defensive effort. I mean, they were tough. There were times when they were putting a lot of pressure on, and I thought Lydia made some huge saves on some corners. Can you both just talk about the defensive effort that it took to win this game?
"Yeah." I mean, I think in the beginning I was definitely like super frazzled, but they're a great team, and they were putting some really hard pressure on us. And we talked at halftime. We were like, "We're gonna figure this out. Like we can do this," and we just trusted in each other and ended up figuring it out together.
Yeah, going off of that, I think we've really been working on staying composed and like whatever they give us, we know we can combat it and figure it out, and that's just what we did. It also helps like our coaches are so helpful and they have a plan for us. If something isn't working, they'll switch it. So I think it's like a huge team effort.
Hannah, what was the message going into overtime? What in the team huddle? What was said?
I think the message for the game was we can do hard things. We kind of wrote it on our as our acronym. The thing about playing in the NESCAC is you have intense competition at every game that you play, and when you're coming in, we've played difficult games and we know how to play them. And just like trusting that process is important in moments like this.
Claire, take us back to the preseason. Were you guys talking about winning an Natty, or was it more of a game by game type of situation? When did you start thinking a Natty was possible?
Yeah, I mean, coming in, like we lost a lot of good players and we didn't know what we were gonna look like, but I mean, we have a great coaching staff and I felt like this team is really like we're all sisters and I think we build off of each other. Um, and I think we've just been elevating every single game. So I mean, I've always had the natty in the back of my mind.
I have to ask, what's the two during goals?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
So studies show most goals are scored again within 2 minutes.
Okay.
So that's just the mentality, like get back out there, protect our goal, and try to get another one.
Eleanor, coming in as the first year, can you talk about the senior leadership of this team and how it has sort of guided the team to the national championship now?
Yeah, totally. I think our leadership is one of the best things that we have, one of our biggest strengths as a team. I think there have been so many moments where, you know, as a freshman, like this is the first time that I've felt kind of the stress of being in these big games. And, you know, it is a different type of feeling when there is a lot riding on how you play and how your team plays. And when you have people who, you know, 3 seconds left in the game and it hit my foot and I'm like trying to get that out of my head and I have, you know, seniors coming up to me, juniors, sophomores, like the leadership is unmatched coming up to me and just being like, you know, you got this, like let it go, overtime now and stuff like that. I think that's been the best thing that we've had this season.
Coach, last question. You know, you said second national championship. You won one back in 2012. There were a couple times you went and didn't win, and now this victory. What has made this one special and unique?
I mean, it just feels. I mean, you've been there, Sweens, for all of them. We've had some rough goes with. I had my appendix out 1 year at the Final Four. Lost in double overtime. Lost in a double overtime shootout in the snow. So it's been a wild ride, and so. You know, I feel like it was maybe our turn. Like I think we had some bad luck. So, and when we went into overtime, I'm like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? So, pretty amazing that the girls got it done.
Any other questions? All right. Thank you to our
She
national
said she had one.
Oh, yeah, quick question. So since you already in the tournament earlier this season, was like being back here and like being reminded of that strong and kind of giving you the confidence this time?
Yeah, I can speak to that. I mean, when we left here, we were kind of saying under our breath, like, we're coming back here for the Final Four, and it definitely gave us the momentum to play on the same field that we feel confident on. And it's also a familiar sight. We love AstroTurf. We are an AstroTurf team. Like, that was definitely an advantage for us.
Yeah. I also think knowing that it was close to home, you know, we had a lot of people out there who came to support us and that makes a big difference in this type of game.
Yeah, let me just quickly follow up on that huge jumbo crowd.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Yeah,
I mean, I just want to thank all of our alums too. I mean, so many of them are here and really have set the tone for this program and gotten us there. I also wanted to give a shout out to Gabby. Gabby got like pretty hurt last year in the national championship game, and most people don't know that she does not practice. She stands there and she doesn't practice because we are preserving. She's that good that we are preserving her for game day, and I just think like it says a lot about her character and her grit and her toughness. Like I'll be like, you want to practice today? She's like, can I not? I'm like, okay, yeah, okay.
Fair
So
enough.
then, so like, fair enough. She would just come out on game day and get it done, and I think it just says so much about her as a. I think the players saw that as a captain, and just like she was giving 100%, and they knew she was in pain, and it just says so much about our team this year, and I'm just really proud of you, Gavin. So, and just, yeah, thank you to all of our NESCAC foes. I think playing in the toughest conference has really set us up for big games like this.
Any others? Yeah, that's it. Anyways,
Thank
congratulations.
you.
Thank you.
right, we are here with the Division III field hockey national championship runner-up Hopkins University with head coach Jane Wells, along with Cameron Season, Grace Knuckles, and Jenna Halpin. Floor is open for questions. So we'll just start off with a general comment about the game. The journey to get through again.
Yeah, I'll do my best. I think the number one thing is just like I love this team. This is a really, really special group that we have, and we've worked really hard to get back to this point and accomplished so many amazing things along the way. I mean, the win over Dickinson for our seventh consecutive conference championship, and the massive Elite Eight win over seven-time national champions Middlebury. Like, we have done it all, and our goal is to make it back to the Final Four. And of course, it would have been awesome to win today. But I'm every bit as proud of each and every one of our players as if the result had been different. It was a really awesome competitive game. Tufts had a really strong start, and we answered back fast after their goal, which was exciting to see that grit and resilience from our team. And I'm proud of all the adjustments that we made to control the second and third quarters, which, you know, it's where we're just like knocking at the door and earning lots of opportunities. And, you know, at the end of the day, we just couldn't muster the opportunity for the game winner. And kudos to Tufts. They played incredible, and they've also had an awesome season. I think both their team and our team have shown a lot of grit and resilience. And in my, you know, seven times at the Final Four, the like quality of the championship game is getting better and better and better every year. And so I'm proud of all the athletes that competed today and the way that they represented our institution, their institution as well, and played with a lot of heart and grit and class. And it was an awesome day. So just incredibly proud of the team and the effort that we had.
Me and the players who talked in the baseball day game about the other day, we had to
Yeah.
down really. We came back right away and we were talking about how important it was to get that equalizer quickly to the leaders in the team and the message there if we gave one up to your team.
Yeah, after we get a goal scored on us, we always come in the huddle and we just remind each other why we play. We have a little saying, it's Fio Fio, with each other, for each other. And we knew that sticking to our game plan and just playing together, connecting our passes was going to lead to success. So we got in that huddle, we all took a nice big deep breath, and we just said the next play, let's go get the next goal, and that's what we were able to do.
Yeah, we really emphasize that, like, the reason why we play field hockey is that it's fun and we have fun like doing it with each other. We have a lot of inside jokes, and it just like we enjoy being out on that field. And so that was another thing that we said in that huddle, was just like keep playing and having fun, and like, you know, this is our last game, so let's enjoy it.
So after they got 6 shots in the quarter, and we had 2 left in the game, so kind of hopefully on the direction for a while. Almost felt a little bit like the other night in that regard. The players winning 1-1 and lingering on, but we're threatening, you know, how much confidence you have, we're going to get this next one as we go.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think that it felt like a different game in those first few minutes, and then for the rest of the game, I think that a lot of it was after we scored that second goal and took some time just to talk about, you know, we have this, what adjustments can we make right now? And I think that we made those adjustments. You know, we always talk in our position groups during quarter breaks and things like that. Jane always brings us in during any breaks during the game. And I think that we really just talked about what sort of changes we needed to make and how to shut them down. We were very successful throughout the rest of the game in doing that. We were able to limit them a lot on corners while we were earning corners. So I think that was one of the big goals for us, and we were able to execute on that front.
We earned our 8 corners.
We did.
Yeah, it was the goal. Yeah.
Obviously, the successful program is very well documented in the state. The players, what it means to help sustain, you know, confidence that college.
Yeah, I think for me, Grace and I were reminiscing a little bit. This was actually our first Final Four and championship game with at Trinity. So the decision to take a fifth year and come back after an injury my sophomore year and then losing in the Elite Eight last year, we knew we had some unfinished business to take care of, and coming back to the stage was really the pinnacle of that, and we gave it all we could. So really just proud of the team and proud of where we're at.
Yeah, I think it was such a special team this year, which we've talked about a lot as a group. And I think that something that like we can all say as the older girls on the team, especially Jenna and I, we've talked about recently, like what a privilege it is to get to know we're playing our last game of field hockey today, to get to this point and be in the national championship. And Jenna and I have gotten to do that for 4 of the years that we've been here, which is just amazing and like speaks to Jane's coaching and this team's resilience to get back to this point, especially because a lot of tournament play is always on AstroTurf, which is a different surface for us. Like that takes a lot of adjustments towards postseason. And so I'm just really proud of our team and get so excited that we get to make it back here every year.
Yeah, I think like during the national anthem in the lineup, I was looking out at the crowd and all of our fans, and we had so many alumni there, so many friends and family, and just kind of like knowing that like that's who we're doing it for, and so that even though like we're graduating and we're leaving the team, like we get to be in the stands the next year and like cheering on the people that are doing it for us, and doing it for people that came before them, and so that just means a lot. It's like a big family.
Yeah, I think this team will have a special legacy within the program, and I am like really grateful for all the alumni that were here today. I mean, it just like it means so much to see them going to efforts like flying halfway across the country to be here to support us, and I think that like the way that we compete and represent ourselves is so much more meaningful than anyone could ever be. And I'm really especially proud of our leaders. It was a big job this year. We have 10 sophomores and 8 freshmen on the team. And Jenna and Grace as 5th years, and then all 5 of our seniors really did an amazing job of helping our freshmen and continuing to help our sophomores like learn what Hopkins field hockey means, and how we conduct ourselves and how we compete, and what's important when we walk away from the field. Like those are the things that will last, as well as the friendships that these guys have formed with each other. And I think, when I think back on this season and the legacy of our 2025 team, I really couldn't be more proud of the effort, and not just on the field, but the way that we work hard to build a program that supports each and every one of our athletes, and the way that we compete together with each other and for each other is something that really means a lot to us and we value in every facet of our lives.
Any other questions? All right, well, thank you very much, Johns Hopkins University.
Thank you.
Aww.